if you want to build your personal brand on LinkedIn, just like I did in only 90 days, I achieved 4 million impressions, guys. 4 million impressions. And if you also want to do the same, or maybe want to reach beyond these numbers and want to build your own personal brand on LinkedIn, then watch the whole video because I'm gonna share my secret strategies through which I got 4 million impressions in just 90 days. And I have mentioned the same thing in my LinkedIn cover pic. So if you see, I've mentioned I've got 4 million impressions. And if you want to go viral on LinkedIn in just 90 days, all you have to do is watch the complete video. So, guys, in order to get viral on LinkedIn or let's say on any platform, Instagram, Twitter, you have to understand their algo, how their system is working. That is where you will be able to understand. So first what I'm going to do is like I'm going to quickly show you how I got 4 million impressions on LinkedIn. So as every one of you knows that LinkedIn has introduced short videos in on LinkedIn, and that is what I did. I posted a lot of content in the video format, and you can see my top 3 content which has like gave me 2.5 million impressions, 1 million impressions, 260k impressions. All of these content is short form content. So if I just open it, you can see that this is a complete video that I have used, right? And if I just go back and check it out, my other videos, my other content, you will be able to see that like again this is the video, this is another video, the video which has given me 80k impressions, it is again a video, guys. So you see all of these are videos, none of them are static content right now. But does that mean that LinkedIn, in order to get viral on LinkedIn, you need to post videos? No, because if you scroll down and if you see some of my content which has the static content has also got viral. 1.5k views on this one, 1.4k views on this, again this is the static one, 1.2k on this static one, 1.2k on this static one, and 1.2k on the content which on which I have published my first video. So I believe this one was my first or second video where I was cracking how LinkedIn algo works. Yeah, guys, this was my first video. So you can see the difference in the quality of the videos as well. This video and my other videos has a very different quality, right? So if you see over here, you see over here, it has a very different quality, but if you check it over here, it has a very different quality. So everything you start from scratch, even the same thing I did, right? So after experimenting out, I got to know that like if I create similar kind of videos or the videos that resonates with my ICP or that resonates with the connections that I have. So you have to see one thing that most of the people ignores is the my network section. In order to get viral, guys, you have to see whom you are connected with. So I, as you can see, I have like 2864 connections, and if I go into this, you need to apply filters, and in the filters you need to see like who is the person with whom you are connected on LinkedIn. So let's say I want to see location wise that how many people are from my country. So from India, I have somewhere around 862 results. That means out of 2800 people, 800 people are from my own country. And if I apply other country, for example, like let's say United States, then you can see I have 500 people from United States. That is how I have made connections so far on LinkedIn. So now if I'm creating content, let's say for France, for France people, and how many people do I have in my connections from France? Let's see. Oops, let me just apply this filter France. Now let's say how many people are there. Only 43, guys, only 43. That means if I create content related to French or related to France people, then only 43 people in my network can discover it. Obviously I have the ability to go beyond my network, but these 43 people, there are high chances that they will discover my post first because I have created it for them, right? The same way, you have to identify for whom you are creating the content and whether you are connected with those people or not. Now I just talk about the filter of location wise, right? Now let's talk about, so let's just remove this filter, and now let's talk about on the basis of SEO. So because most of the content that you will see on my profile, whatever content right now you are seeing on my profile is not for students, is not for someone who is looking for a job, but it is for the people who are at a reputed level in a company, right? That means I'm targeting the decision makers of the company CEO. So now I want to see how many people are CEO in my uh, connections. So I'm gonna put out this filter. Let's say I'm gonna put out this filter in, mm, let's say in title. So I want to see how many people have this title. So if you click on CEO, and now you see that I am connected with 600 people who have a title CEO in their headline. That means the content that I'm creating is resonating with the connections that I have created so far on my LinkedIn. What most of the people used to do is like they used to add random people in their connections, and then they create content according to the ICP that they want to target, but their post gets discovered by the wrong ICP because you have like connected with wrong audience. That is why you will see, if I go on my LinkedIn profile, and if you see, I have so far 200 connections pending, and I am not connecting with the people who is not in my TG. Like I am not connecting with these people because they have no connection with the content that I'm creating so far. This is what I believe. So if any CEO sends me a connection request, or I want to get it connected, only then I will accept it. Otherwise, like I will simply ignore it. Now this Ravi Raj makes sense to me because he is the co-chair Raj Brother DCS Franchisee India Co-Expo Venture. So definitely this person is in my radar. So I will definitely gonna accept this person because I believe that whatever content I'm creating right now, this resonates with this person with whom I have connected so far very recently, which is Ravi, right? That is the first mistake that people are making on LinkedIn, that they are adding random people in their network. Do not make this mistake. This is the first thing. After that, what you have to do is like you have to make sure, in order to get viral on LinkedIn, you have to make sure that you are writing and posting content maybe on daily basis, and if not daily, then at least you have to fix your time in a week. Let's say you can publish content Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So you have to fix your time that you're going to publish the content every Monday, every Friday, and every Wednesday at 5 p.m., let's say. But before posting any content, you have to warm up your profile. So whenever I post content on my profile, I always warm up my profile by going down in my feed, home feed, and then I check it out, uh, like what things are coming up in my profile. For example, like Phantom Wallet raised a 150 million Series C at Paradigm. Now, after reading this, I believe that like this is where I can comment it down. So I'm just gonna do a very simple comment, but that comment should make sense. Otherwise, like what would happen? These people will try to ignore it. If this is the case, then many have started anticipating about the Phantom airdrop, but I believe only OG holders will get most of the benefit, as Phantom team is smart enough to identify Sibyl's account. Now, by doing such comment or by engaging with others post just before you are gonna post your content on your LinkedIn profile, this way you are warming up your LinkedIn profile and you're telling LinkedIn algorithms that you are now ready and you have spent some time on LinkedIn, and now you have posted some content after reading someone else content, and now you have posted something, and that is where LinkedIn will help you to scale your content to the right people, or to make sure that you get the right amount of impressions on your profile or maybe on your content. So the second thing that you have to do is you have to warm up your profile before you post anything on LinkedIn. I'm not asking you to post every other day. If you can do it, it's a like huge advantage, huge thing. But if you can't, all you have to do is like you have to warm up your profile, find the days on which you can post your content, fix those days so that like you do not miss it out. And after that, just before you post the content, warm up your profile for 10, 15 or 20 minutes maybe, and then just post it, and then you will see the difference that before like in like if you do not warm up your profile, then what results you will get, and if you warm up your profile, then what type of results you get. This is the second thing that you have to do. Third thing, in order to achieve results like this, in order to achieve results like 4 million impressions like I got, so what you have to do is, let me just go back, guys. Yeah. So in order to achieve results like 4 million impressions, third thing that you have to do is you have to send DMs to the people so that LinkedIn will identify you as a human being. And once you start connecting with the people in DMs, right? So you have to connect with different people, send them a message. And those messages shouldn't be something that you're trying to sell them something, but ask different questions, ask their pain points so that like you get a reply from them. Once you start conversing with different people out there, what will happen? Your post will reach in their feed. For example, like if I am talking to, let's say Philip, right? Or let's say Anthony. So in this case, or let's say Jess. So in this case, now Jess has replied to me, right? Now, when Jess has reached out to me, when Jess has replied to me, now what LinkedIn algorithm will identify that Jess is interested in my profile, in me, and that is why we both are doing conversation on LinkedIn, and that is where LinkedIn algorithm will try to push my content in Jess homepage. And if Jess will see my content, and if she will engage, that is where my post will start discovering by my right ICP, and that is where my post will have a high chance to get viral. That is what I did. In order to get 4 million impressions, all the time I am doing conversation on LinkedIn so that my LinkedIn algos will identify me and identify what I want to achieve and whom I want to reach. This way I get the right kind of impressions on my profile. Fourth thing is, guys, many says that use hashtags on LinkedIn while posting content. But if you see my post, I only used one hashtag over here, and this hashtag I didn't insert it forcefully. Instead, I just sounded it like that. I used it within a sentence. But if you look at my other post, can you see any hashtag in this? And still I got like 1 million impressions. Can you identify any hashtag in this? No, but still I got like 80K impression. That means that like LinkedIn does not work on hashtags. Nobody searches on LinkedIn with the hashtags. Everybody searches with the right keyword. So let's say I want to hire a growth marketer. So what I will do on LinkedIn, I'm just gonna do, and I'm gonna search growth marketer. I'm not gonna search with a hashtag growth marketer. I'm just simply gonna put this growth marketer. And if I want to see some post, I can go and apply and see on the basis of, oops. So just remove this part. I don't want to see keywords. I don't want to apply any filter, so I'm just gonna change it. And after that, now you see I can also see the post. So I didn't search it on the basis of hashtag, but still all these posts are coming up in my profile, although they have used hashtags. But you see I search growth marketer and there is no hashtag growth marketer, but still this post is coming up in my profile. The reason is that there are terms, that there are the right keyword, the exact keyword in their post. That is why these posts are appearing on my profile at the top. That means that you are not supposed to use hashtags on LinkedIn. That is the fourth advice that I can recommend you. Fifth advice is one of my favorite advice, is that post meaningful content on LinkedIn with the right kind of captions, or the post, or the copy, right? For example, like try to challenge people in the first line. For example, like like I did over here, do you have the guts to take this challenge? Now, this adds curiosity in the mind of user, because when you scroll on LinkedIn, so if I go on my at my home feed, you see hot take, marketing needs more doing and less presentations. Now this is something which will convince me to click on more. Otherwise, like, what will happen, I won't click on more. For example, like this, 12 months ago I transitioned to coaching. Today we have done over 300k in revenue. Now I wanted to know that how this person has achieved euro 300k in revenue. That is, I will click on it. So make sure that whatever content you are writing, the first three lines of your content should be exciting enough so that like people shall click on see more button. And if you do not know how to write killer hook lines, you can use this tool called Gravity Writes. So go ahead and like use this tool. It has different features, you can explore it. I can make a different video. If you do not know how to use it, you can comment down under this video and I am happy to create separate video for you guys. So this is the fifth advice that I always give. So follow these five advices to viral your content on LinkedIn. But most importantly, do not miss out the trending topics. At the same time, how algo is working. So right now, this is a time where short form content is working. So go ahead and create as many visual content as you can and watch your impressions grow.